30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Chapter 2, Two Arms, Brave Warriors. And with this, welcome to the second stream of Triangle Strategy.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Welcome, Shy Guy, Bere, and Merle. Good evening. Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. Left stick, run, walk. Directional buttons, run. Hold B or R to dash. To end the exploration phase and continue with the story, press the plus button. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining adventure. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. Welcome to the Stream Lost. Good evening. It is said Lord Dragan's knowledge of iron working is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. Okay. I heard tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. Ooh. Ouch. Doesn't seem good for him. People doesn't seem... it seems like people don't like him. Obtained a HP recovery pellet. Nice. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems naught but a far-off nightmare now. Yeah, but it was there, no doubt. Greetings, my lord! My friends and I are playing hide-and-seek. Edit Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 8, 2 notes. You will find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Norzelia and its history. View the notes you have collected at any time by selecting War Chronicle Notes from the main menu. Up the Norzelia River and past a handful of craggy mountains lies the Frosty capital. Despite the blizzards of swirling about it, the city itself is orderly and well maintained. People who dwell there spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is this fortitude that has allowed Aesfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Aesfrost's ironstone was carved out of a rocky mountainside, which is unusual but fitting for a land with countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both a castle and an iron factory. Skilled artisans in the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle where they mass produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to an enormous forge as large as and as hot as the mouth of a volcano within the castle, they are able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis for Aesfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Up the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Aesfrosty ironworking. A gigantic bell, larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It is so loud it can be heard all through the mountains. It has even been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. Oh god. Holy moly. And Marvels of Norzelia Volume 12. There's no sight in the realm as impressive as the Byzantine capital. After braving the vast desert, the first thing a visitor to this great city sees is a wall so huge it does not look like it could have been made by human hands. The goddess shields. Pass through the gate and you will emerge into a thriving metropolis of believers. Just beyond the streets lies the huge, calm waters of the source. Unbelievable as it may seem, city and the wall encircle the entirety of the Great Lake, where all of Norzelia's salt originates. In the center of the lake towers a mountain-like statue of the goddess, an enduring symbol of the holy state's faith. Indeed, after beholding how Byzanti could not only survive in the middle of an inhospitable desert, but thrive, even an unbeliever such as myself started to think that statue might actually be the goddess incarnate. In the palace in the city's center lives the Hierophant, who they say hears the voice of the goddess of salt herself. I imagine such a voice would be just as majestic and calm as the city she watches over. Goddess of salt. Yeah, this doesn't... No, it sounds very weird. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the journey. I will bring victory to House Wolford. Huh? Speed recovery? Good. What do we find here? Aw, cute! Ow. Oh, did we just... Yeah. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. Perfect. You're playing hide and seek till that bear comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick! Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Oh, one of my favorite games. Barrels were always my favorite places to hide. Takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. Nah, she's just a child. We should interact with her like she wants to have it. Heralds! I would have never thought of that, my lord. Hey, they will never find me now. I speak from experience. They won't. However, there may be even better hiding places to be found around town. You're right, my lord. I will find a hiding place no one's ever thought to be up before. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. There is no rest for a young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land so that we might share the weight of your duties. It's just like him to Gallivant with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? Know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me in perhaps more colorful words. It is the port of at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, not at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls, is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I am sure. There are always threats to the peace, however, as your encounter with the bandits will prove. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task itself. You have given me much to consider. My pleasure. 300 gold. Nice. Anything else? Okay. Hey, how are you doing? The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. I will definitely not waste it. And be sure about that. Hey, Erador. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride to be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. A lot of folk have come to town for this ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. Huh? I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? I mean, to be there when history is made. The fight or the ceremony will show it to us. I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragan. My apologies. But you are? The apology should be mine. I'm Serenoa Wolford. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured, I shall be punctual in my arrival. Think we are done. Seen every house that's possible to enter. Yeah, we're done. Banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragan and I had best not arrive late.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolford.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzam's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals. and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Very interesting. So a new era begins. But before we can do the main mission in Castle Wolfort, we have a side mission. The children of the crown speak of their father, King Ragnar. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother!
Oh man. So the older brother gets prepared. That's making him feeling useless.
Yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
That's not good. Okay. Main mission then. The banquet ends without incident and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragan, however, has something on his mind.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward.
Welcome, Octocam and friends. How are you doing?
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, It is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Aww. Really nice.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those...
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Okay. Simone gathers the members of the House Wolford to announce his abdication.
My beloved sons, Serenoa will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolford!
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolford, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfords set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolford sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolford, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me? You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Phallus and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Smithy is now available at the encampment. Oh. Is it exploration? Exploration time, it seems. Nice. Huh? Alright. The festivities begin under the vigilant eyes of each nation's dignitaries.
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Lord Serenoa is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Here, here!
Here, here!
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. You, too, sold the future of the kingdom after all. There's no time for self-pity. The prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way. Come, preparing for the journey will take your mind off our worries.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. After all, you too shoulder the future of the kingdom.
I wonder if Glenbrook will truly flourish thanks to anything I do.
Of course it will. It already has. Besides, House Wolfort is at your back.
My apologies. And thank you. I shall strive to be worthy of your support.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Roland and Huette joined your forces. Roland's aptitudes in battle. A melee warrior with range. Strikes foes 2 squares in front of him with his spear. His steed grants him exceptional mobility. Huette's aptitudes in battle. Rains arrows down on foes from the back of a hawk. Easily traverses terrain with large elevation. Changes the higher the ground, the greater her range. Nice. It would be best. I did best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Hey, lady. Hey, Frederica. Talas and Erica. I wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney. Soon you will lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? Maybe by the tourney, but defeat will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. Our house fights with honor. There shall no be tricks, but we will offer our opponents no quarter. You handled yourselves admirably when the bandits attacked. I expect your magic will be key to our victory. I see. You intend to charge headlong into your first battle. Indeed, the strategy may lack subtlety, but it is honest. In times of peace, it would not do to rely on deceitful tactics. How we comport ourselves on the battlefield shall be a reflection of our conduct that's outside of it. I intend to make others know House Wolford can be trusted. Very wise, my lord. If peace between nations is to continue, then the role of the warriors must change within times. However, you mustn't forsake the legacy you have inherited. I believe the course you have chosen weaves a delicate path through the two ideals. You can carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager I am to see how it fits you. I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I would wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory. Lord Serenoa, congratulations on your recent appointment. The news of Lord Simon's abdication was sudden, to be sure, but all lords must give up their position in time. Still, I am certain having that immense responsibility thrust upon you at such a young age must be trying indeed. If you ever require counsel or simply ask a sympathetic ear to bend, do not hesitate to call upon House Telior. Is it true that General Avlora will be taking the field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke, rivaled only by her lord in ferocity. I doubt she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have to try hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. Congratulations on your recent appointment as Lord. I am sure the entire realm will celebrate your occasion. The occasion. Lord Simon has ever been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need. You are the new Lord of House Wolford, yes? I have seen you from afar, but I believe this is the first time I have had the pleasure of speaking with you. Even now, the common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Marshall's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You are joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Sir Maxwell has trained with him since he was little. Roland could barely stand after they spared. But he even walks like the Dawn Spear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. My apologies. Granny is always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please keep my brother safe, will you? I will always try this. Do my very best. I am Sorceley End, but I'm sure you know that. I have the honor of being one of the Saintly Seven. The duties of a young lordling are many, but I trust you are the more than capable. May this mine bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you or yours ever require medical treatment, pray visit the Minister of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medical minds in Roselia. Our facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention my name, however. Every service shall be at your disposal. I've heard tell of ministry. It said that even the most grievous wounds can be treated there. I would very much like to see how such miracles are performed. Learned about the Minister of Medicine. As the game progresses, you can uncover information that will unlock additional responses in future conversations. You may view the knowledge you have amassed thus far by selecting War Chronicle information from the main menu. So it's best to talk to every person. That's why I was talking to everybody. Just so you know. With a wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. The life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same. Young Lord Wolford, thank you for the honor of including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. Of course, I have had many dealings with Hyzenti in the past. I am taken to understand all are equal in the eyes of the goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality, and perhaps win the ear of a saint in the process. A country where station is decided not by birth? I was not aware Hyzent's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I would very much like to make him in a time to visit. Stories of Minister Axham's skill have reached even the lips of my servants. I very much look forward to learning the truth of these tales. My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. What end do you believe this contest is being held? Is a chance for all three nations to gather and celebrate. Although the battles may be bloodless, victory is sweet all the same. In times of peace, there are precious few changes to display martial prowess. I mean to remind people of House Wolford's legacy. It may appear to be mere entertainment, but reputations are at stake. If we show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. While it may appear that way, my lord, truth is more complex. The tourney is a stage on which each nation will display its martial prowess, while also taking the measure of others. See, although we aren't at war, we still must find ways to prove our mettle. Indeed, I advise you to treat this as seriously as you would war itself. Okay? I will do my very best. I definitely love the art style of this game. It's so beautiful. God damn it. With you by my side, friend, I feel we could take on the entire realm. I dare say we may even give the Dawnspear his first taste of defeat. It wasn't Roland down there as well? Huh? It is an honor to be allowed to fight by House Wolford's side. I shall do my utmost to bring honor to you on the battlefield. Hey, Roland was down there as well. That's what I remember. So how can it be that he is now up here? Or isn't that... Oh, it's Franny. Oh. They look so... They look so similar. Damn. Oh yeah. It would be nice. But we can only dream about it because it will never become true. Huh. A predictable match with a predictable outcome. I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Erica Asfrost. Yes, Frederica is my sister, although I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I am certain it will fit her sensibilities perfectly. Ah, Cyrano Wolford. How good to see you again so soon. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Thales Asfrost, at your service. I suppose soon I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. This is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day fate sees it fit to deliver me one so grand. You are from House Wolford, yeah? Your reputation is formidable, but to be sure, but Asfrost's military is second to none. Day and night we train, and I dare say even our rank and file would be a match for any other army's elite troops. Why, just the other day we managed to capture a particularly dangerous smuggler. He was swift as a horse and as deadly with a bow as any man alive. I even broke a bone in the process. His skill would have doubtless made him a capable soldier. It's a wonder what that disparate paths or choices sent us down. I mean to question any Asfrosty I can about the archives. It is said that within the archives countless tomes lies the answer to any and all questions that have ever been asked. You only need to seek them out. House of boundless knowledge. That's certainly something I would like to see with my own eyes. I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on their way here. Are those Asfrost's storied black irons? Soldiers here are obedient. I will give them that. I can't say the same for Asfrost's military. For better or worse, in Asfrost we value freedom over all else. Those with the drive to succeed naturally rise to the top. Though your kingdom's lords and ladies might view us as a rabble of ambitious upstarts, we aren't beholden by tradition in Asfrost. If you have ever any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, welcome anytime. A country where one is judged by ability and not by birth. It certainly has produced some formidable personages. I shall have to visit whenever time allows. Lord Serenoa, Benedict has been looking for you. Ah, but it seems you have already spoken. Your first tourney as Lord of your house, huh? I knew the day would come, but it still brings tears to my eyes to see it. Always remember that Benedict and I are at your back, my lord. Come to us for whatever you need. That includes the journey. Eat someone in the dirt, my lord. I'm your man. Show him what stuff House Wolford is made of. I hear the Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Asfrost during this year's tourney. He is the captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders and a fierce Hawk Shield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action. I have never seen a woman, or a man for that matter, quite like Minister Lila. Beautiful, elegant, and brilliant. What I wouldn't give, serve under someone like her. Simp! Simp! Word has it her new assistant is a strapping young researcher, said to be well versed in ice magic. Ah, I knew I should have spent more time at my books instead of in the training yard. Would very much like to see the skill of Minister Lila's new assistant for myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later. You must be Lord Wolford. I am Patriarch of House Consar. By King Ragnar's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. It's an honor, truly. All we have owed to our king. Let us continue to serve him as well we can. Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenoa. May the fight be one to remember. Oh yeah. Let us hope this tourney brings the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawnspear. Aye. Was a match for the histories. It's a shame Lord Simon won't be here to have another go at it. His son is representing House Wolford this year, I hear. I don't reckon one so green can stand against the likes of the Dawnspear, but I have seen strange things. Okay, so they say the same. Hey! I hear the Dawnspear is returning to defend the title he won at the previous tourney. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. I don't think so. Alright, we're done here, I think. This should be it. Spoke to everybody. I think so, yeah. Okay. Let's end the... wait. Is there anything we have found? I think there was nothing. Only the informations, but we already listened to this. Yeah. Alright. Let's end the exploration. Tourney will begin soon. I would best head back. Whitehome Castle. The tournament begins with Serenoa representing the Kingdom of Glenbrook.
The combatants have arrived, and the stage has been set. Let us introduce the champions who will fight for the glory of their nations. Fighting for the honor of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, General Avlora. Fighting for the honor of the Holy State of Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. Fighting for the honor of the Kingdom of Glenbrook, House Wolfort. And last but not least, the victor of our previous tourney, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear.
Hurrah! Hurrah! The Wolfort Lordling is here in his father's stead, I see.
Lord Simon's heroics on the battlefield are the stuff of legend. A pity I couldn't match swords with him today.
You will match swords with me. I promise to make it every bit as exhilarating as Father would.
You have his spirit, if nothing else.
Indeed. I look forward to crossing swords with you.
The combatants have assembled. Now, let the battles begin! I shall announce our first pairing, as chosen by lots. Minister Exham and Lord Wolfort, make ready for combat!
By the way, I'm just saying, this is still free content. It's the demo. Yep. Still free. This is not the main game. Preparing for battle. During battle preparation, you can survey the battlefield, place units, and even return to the encampment. Okay? Unit placements. Decimate the enemy forces is a victory, and lose all allied forces is a defeat. Weather is clear, the wind is breezy. Even the weather it matters, and the wind as well. This is so complex. I love it. Okay. You can change the initial placement of your units before battle begins. Select the unit you wish to move with the A button. Move to the square you wish to place the unit and then press the A button once more. If the square you've selected already has a unit on it, the units will swap places. Okay. Ah. So, whoa, wait, I think I understand. So the enemies will, so the characters will attack in this order. So the first attack will come from this guy, the second one from her, from Anna, then him. After that, Roland, enemy, Exarm and enemy, Duet, Serenoa, Benedict, Eridor, and Gila. And then Frederica as the last one. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Yeah, we will be fine. Let's go. The tourney. The battle begins.
Be gentle, my lords. I'm not as strapping as once I was.
I expect no quarter from you, Prince Roland, nor from you, Lord Serenoa. Show us the swordplay your house is so famous for.
They're two of Hyzant's most famed generals. We'll have no room for mistakes.
Then we shall make none. Now, let us show the realm the mettle of the new generation. For honor and glory!
Time to work.
Yeah, I definitely like the voice actors or acting.
I won't lose!
When choosing a command, the word weak will appear over enemy units that are susceptible to it, while resistant will appear over those who are not. Gain the upper hand in battle by exploiting enemy weaknesses.
Shall we begin?
Here I come.
Forward! Wait your turn! For my kith and kin.
You came, you missed. There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
Our victory is assured. I'll take you on! Show me what you're made of.
Ouch!
Now then!
Let me heal your wounds.
Yeah, why not?
Allow me.
I will remember this.
I will end this. With the powers in me.
Bam!
For a better world.
Oh shit!
Impossible! I see your every order.
I will end this.
This is the end.
Okay.
I won't lose! Be gone!
Kudos. Certain maneuvers will award you kudos, which can be traded for valuable items at the encampment's Sundry Shop. The Sundry Shop is not available in the early stages of the story. Oh!
Time to take flight.
Stop it!
Darkness engulfs you.
What have we here? Forward!
This ends here!
Let us pry out their weakness. I have your back.
Splendid.
Nice, come on!
My knowledge grows deeper.
Shall we begin?
Oh, shit!
How shall I destroy you?
No, don't do this.
Sleep.
Okay, he's asleep. Status changes. Status changes are denoted with an icon and a turn counter. One turn will be deducted from the counter when the afflicted unit's turn arrives. There are a variety of status changes, and there are a lot. Just listen to this. Poison deals damage at the start of each turn. Paralysis prevents unit from taking any action. Silence prevents unit from using abilities. Sleep prevents unit from taking actions. Attacks on sleeping. Units will be critical hits. Unit wakes up upon taking damage. Immobility prevents unit from moving. Blindness reduces unit's accuracy. Fury draws target's attacks to the caster. Tempt lures target to their opponent's sight. Effect may end when taking damage. Insistent kills unit instantly. Instant death kills unit instantly. What? Auto revive automatically revives unit when their HP reaches 0. Dragon grants HP at the start of each turn. Invincible unit ignores all damage. Take cover renders unit invisible to the enemy. Unit is unveiled upon attacking an enemy, standing directly before an enemy or taking damage. Fire counter deals fire damage to an adjacent enemy using a physical attack. Ice counter, the same with ice. Act again allows a unit to perform 2 actions in the same turn. Stop prevents a unit from taking any actions, effects whereof over time. Protect allows caster to take damage for a selected unit. Guaranteed critical unit strikes a critical blow that is guaranteed to hit. Absorption converts a specific element's damage to HP. Delayed damage deals damage after a set number of turns. Extended range Extends the range of a unit's normal attack. Protective. Reduces damage taken by adjacent allies.
I shall do
That
what
was
I
a lot.
Be at ease.
The tides are turning.
One step closer to our hope. Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me. My turn. It's over.
You fight admirably, but you will not claim victory so easily.
Their numbers are few, but they are fierce. Stay focused and drive them back. Charge! You don't stand a chance.
Yes! Goddess, I thank you for your blessing this day. A worthy foe is a glorious gift indeed.
You find the goddess in odd places, Exam. This trifling tourney will bring Hyzant neither riches nor glory.
The goddess works in myriad ways, Minister Sorsley. You would do well to keep your eyes attuned.
Time to take flight.
Oh, and I cannot attack when it's close, okay.
From this range.
This can't be! I'll cut you down!
For the honor of House Wolfort. Parry.
Now!
I asked for no quarter. You did not disappoint. Perhaps one day we can fight as allies. Minister Sorsley, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Now! How shall I destroy you?
Cool heads shall prevail. Your wounds are healed.
This will help.
You won't beat me! You're done!
I fight for peace.
Ah, shit, I don't have enough points. Alright, then at least this.
Have another!
Oh, shit.
Your orders?
I won't lose.
Ah, shit, now I failed it. I can't attack him. No! Ah. My bad.
Time to take flight. from this range.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
The same problem.
Let us pry out their weakness. I have your back.
Our victory is assured.
Mm-hmm.
How could this be?
I'll take you on!
I shall do what I can. Time to work.
I won't lose!
All right, Roland, it's your turn! Kill him!
Be gone! I shirk from no danger!
Ah, my old wounds flare up again. I can fight no further.
Victory! Yeah! 3 kudos, 1,110 coins, and HP recovery, large HP recovery, and HP ring. Nice. Hmm?
To think they'd get the better of us.
Hey, Jan, welcome!
Your father taught you well. You wield that great sword with skill beyond your years. Well fought. The day is yours.
Victory goes to House Wolfort! Our next bout shall be between General Avlora and Sir Maxwell. May glory go to the victor.
How are you doing, Jan? I was actually just thinking about you because I wanted to tell you that the stream will
This
be
one is mine.
a lot
Very
longer
well.
than I actually
accept
thought.
your challenge.
I actually said it would be round about 2 hours, but I think it will be more likely 3 hours. So we still have time. 1.25. 1.5 hour roundabout comes now.
Whoever taught you, they taught you well. Though something tells me you surpassed your teacher long ago. Your defense is formidable.
As is yours. I yield.
Victory goes to Sir Maxwell!
My hand. I can't feel it. So that was General of Laura. I pray never to meet her on the battlefield. There will be no quarter given today, young lord of House Wolfort.
I would expect nothing less. Huh? Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. And none the worse for wear, considering the blow you took from Sir Maxwell.
He was too strong for us in the end.
Today, yes. But let us keep at our training. One day, the students will surpass their master.
Let us work hard for that day, my friend.
To arms, brave warriors, completed. Following up, Chapter 3. The last chapter of the demo.
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Part 1 of Chapter 3, Whither the River Flows.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Shut up, you... Ah,
Pay
damn
my
it.
fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Laura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzant's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simon.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
The mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough. Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Okay, and now the most interesting part about the game starts. It is not me who decides. Well, I can be, but it's not my privilege to decide where we go. It's a democracy, democracy voting with every team member you have, and you have to convince him to go to this place or this place. They will vote, and the majority of votes decides where you go. It's not, I want to go there and I want to go there. No, the game is very complex and I love it. Tavern is now available at the encampment. Sundry shop is now available at the encampment too. Serenoa, is there a side mission? No, alright. Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Azeroth or the Holy State of Hyzanti. This was most likely my reason why I had to buy the game. It's so perfect. It's... Mwah.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Yulette.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
All right. So our mission is to collect information we have found on this exploration phase where we talked about with the people, and this knowledge we acquire can be used in these moments when you talk with your friends to convince them to change their decision. Like, just imagine one person says, in this case now, he wants to go to Azeroth, and you have something very interesting. You found some very interesting information about Hyzant. You can tell him that this is something you would really like to see, and if you are lucky, the character changes his opinion and follows your command. So there's very much strategic here. So if you explore well enough, you have very high chances that you can control the game. If you don't give anything on exploring the map, it would be harder. And that's awesome. Azeroth or Hyzanti. With that, we had the time to visit both. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. That's right. I myself, so Serenoa, doesn't have a coin. So the vote is only depending on the friends. I cannot do anything except for trying to convince them. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party, as played out through voting seats. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their mind. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. Strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast. So be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. Okay, so currently 3 want to go to the Grand Duchy of Azeroth, and 3 to the Holy State of Hyzant. Okay, let's talk to her.
Lord Serenoa.
Azeroth's soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, it is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. I have great interest in seeing how Azeroth's soldiers train. I wish to visit the Holy State of Hyzanti. Hyzanti has its charms as well, I am sure. What about it appeals to you, my lord? It is said the skill of the mages is unequaled. Wouldn't you like to test your skill against such warriors?
Quite true.
I have heard the same. What magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarce imagine what a true master could do. I should like to try my hand against one in mock combat if able. I bow against their spells.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzant. Duet is deep in thought.
Lord Serenoa.
Azeroth or Hyzant, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Let's go to Hyzant. They say Hyzant is the nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? I wish to see what miracles are performed at the ministry and learn what kind of magic and medicine enables them.
Indeed.
I see. I hear the feats performed there beggar belief. Any knowledge we could gain would surely come in handy during times of need. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzanti. Anna is deep in thought.
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How would she spend her youth? I would very much like to see.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzanti holds much appeal to me. Parsley and Axheim are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Azeroth will give a warm reception, even if the weather won't. I will try. Ah, you want to go to Hyzant, do you? You're telling me why, my lord. Stories of the miracles performed in the Ministry of Medicine have piqued my interest. Such knowledge help our soldiers and common folk alike.
You're onto something.
Aye, doubtless we could learn from the minds of the Ministry. With that, we had such gifted healers and mages at our disposal. Might be we could ask for a book, but I've always been of the mind that the best learning is done through doing it.
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter, my lord.
Say.
Doubtless, Azeroth will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Doubtless, Azeroth will be a close partner in the days ahead. Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, Frederica comes from Azeroth, and that means that she would be forced to beat their brother and sister, the half-brother and half-sister. And the relationship is not the best, let's say it like it is. I wish to visit the holy state of Hyzant. What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzant? I would be fascinated to see a society where everyone is truly equal.
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzant is a country without kings or nobles. It's hard to imagine. But why imagine when we could see it with our own eyes? An interesting proposal. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You have given me much to consider, friend. Roland is deep in thought. Alright. The other ones, they actually are already on my opinion. We go to the holy state of Hyzant. Voting.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost or the holy state of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
That is your wish, then so be it. Izant is just as good as Asfrost.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow.
I changed my mind.
Izant has its charms, I admit. Charms I mean to see for myself.
Forgive me, lad.
I've been wanting to visit Asfrost for a while. What? Are you kidding me?
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
One for Asfrost. Erador, oh come on. We go to the holy state of Hyzant, like I said.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant.
Oh yeah.
We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzant. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
Huh? She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Okay, let's go to Hyzant. Whether the river flows, complete it.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Norzelia's only supply of salt. Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
Chapter 3, Part 2, A Land of Sand and Sun.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
What's that sound?
Could this be?
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzelia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically, she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolfort of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regna.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolfort, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolfort and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Saltian War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
I think it a significant stepping stone towards peace between the three nations. I think it a valuable endeavor that will fairly profit everyone. I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned, since a storm is brewing on. Yeah. I still try to be positive. I believe in peace between us three nations.
I think it a significant stepping stone toward peace between the three nations.
A safe reply, to say the least, Lord Serenoa.
It is an ideal that I can only hope is shared by all those involved.
If I might ask, what is the ideal to which the Holy One aspires?
I would share the goddess's blessing with all of Norzelia. The Holy One wishes for a world where people are equal. The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzant live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzant's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzant's pursuit of life and magic.
So we get to explore Hyzant? Yes, perfect. House Wolford is invited to the Ministry of Medicine, though Frederica cannot help but feel less than welcome in their midst.
Look, a Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
What was his problem?
Saranoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
How are you faring, Frederica? Better than before, thank you. But I should like to rest in the shade or for a spell. But of course, rest as long as you like. I should take a moment to get to know the city. Merchants. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase and may be selling rare items you will not find at the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet. Okay. It's rare for foreign dignitaries to be allowed into the ministry. Take your time looking around. Do you wish to enter the Ministry of Medicine? Yeah. I actually wanted to explore and talk to the people there who were there. Hey, how about you? The goddess saves all who believes in her. We research so that we may aid her to that end. They claim their city is peaceful, but there are soldiers plenty in the streets and ministry. It really makes one wonder. True. Dude, I want to get down. Ice stone, okay. Probably... I remember the Ice Stone from Octopath Traveler as well. I don't know if it is the same as an Octopath Traveler, but it was nice in that game. There were small, medium, and large ones, and they were very powerful. The Ministry's research helped save lives, and I'm proud to be a part of that. Who wouldn't be? This is as far as you go. Only those with the goddess's permission can enter. Researchers are highly respected in Hyzenti. The Ministry is a symbol of our nation's knowledge and a source of the people's pride. It's our honor to help the sick and injured. The study of life fascinates me, so we may even unlock the secret to immortality someday. The goddess' teachings unite the people. They are what govern this nation. Perhaps there is something to be learned in all this. Researchers are immerse themselves in whatever the goddess bids them to study. Devoting our time to those studies is what brings us the greatest joy. This area is off limits. There are more delicate matters being researched up ahead. As such, I will have to ask you to turn back. No problem. I will follow your orders. Alright. Let's check the city. What about you, Frederica? I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain. Yet, I cannot help but worry for my people. Sins they atoned for are not their own. One cannot help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them. This has less to do with the goddess's teachings than it does producing salt. It makes me wonder why other citizens do not labor at the source. I find it difficult to understand why this nation that threw out equality, the Roselle must suffer such discrimination. No. Oh, so she worries for her people. I suppose my ancestor did something so unforgivable, we have yet to earn the goddess's forgiveness. But the Roselle who committed those crimes have long since passed. In House Wolford, people are judged by their deeds and not the circumstances of their birth. Yeah, but one house doesn't mean that if one house does it, it doesn't mean that every house does it. Everyone in Hyzent knows the goddess's teachings. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. It is not wealth that drives Hyzent, but the faith and happiness of her people. Cannot ignore wealth's importance in the equation. How has the Holy State achieved such balance? It seems idealistic to think a nation can be built on faith alone. The people are left dissatisfied. Their faith not waver. Will their faith not waver? But what is it that brings the people such happiness? I thought the answer different for everyone. Yeah. There is no one who is free of desire. Those desires are not met. It's only natural that people would become dissatisfied. Oh? What is Hyzant doing to address such dissatisfaction? You needn't do anything. You need only take a look around to see. There are no needs or desires left unmet here. I know that Astros and Glenbrook still struggle with poverty and corruption. But here in Hyzand, things are different. The goddess leaves none of her followers wanting. I see. Thank you, Minister. Does the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb? Minister Exharm is always thinking of ways to make our nation even greater. He may be young, but he is still a role model to us all. Though it seems he views Minister Sorsley with distaste. I had heard that Minister Exharm was in charge of military and diplomatic affairs, but it seems he goes above, beyond for his nation. I can't help but wonder from where his aversions to Minister Sorsley stem. This is just between you and me, but not everyone is happy with the Hierophant. Though I honestly don't understand why. Hyzand is a wonderful city. Please enjoy your time here to your heart's content. However, I ask you that you not interrupt Minister Sorsley's work. And please stay away from the source. As one of the Saintly Seven, I manage the production of and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzand's finances. I can only imagine I was bestowed with such a venerable position in recognition of my unwavering faith to the goddess. Minister Sorsley oversees all Hyzanti's dealing and stealings in salt, foundation of their nation's wealth. It is a crucial job even among the Saintly Seven. The source is just ahead. But you will have to turn back. Only those with proper permission can enter. I must ask you to turn back. Patrol around the source is always tight. You cannot pass through here. Okay, I accept. It must be nice having freedom to roam about others' nation. What is your problem exactly? Obtained Ice Stone. Edit Marvels of Northalia Volume 3 to notes. Oh yeah. So we got something to read again. Perfect. Positioned on a branch of an eastern tributary of the Norzelia River, Wolford Harbor enjoys prosperity as a stop along the trade route between the three great nations of the realm. It served the second purpose of protecting Castle Wolford during the Salt Iron War. But after the conflict ended, Lord Seaman reformed it into a port, and now one would be hard pressed to see any signs of the military fortress it once was. That said, still a valuable strategic location, since it is the closest settlement in Glenbrook to the Hyzantian border. As a bit of an aside, the tributary upon which Wolford Harbor sits is also home to rare species of fish, Wolford char. They are absolutely exquisite when fried. If you ever find yourself in Demes when they are in season, I highly recommend sampling this delicacy for yourself. Thank you for giving me that hint. I'm not that much of a fish fan. I like some of them, but not everything. The goddess teachings condemn the Roselle to back-breaking labor at the source to atone for the crimes of their forebears. I know it is the way of their nation, and yet it doesn't sit well with me. Pray, take care of Lady Frederica. I've no doubt his weighs heaviest upon her. Definitely, yeah. The goddess is on our side. Should another war arise, I know she would ensure the Holy State's victory. Belief is truly strong. Source? Sorry, can't say I know much about it. Sacred place that a select few are allowed to enter. Isand is a blessed nation, one where everyone lives in peace. But if you happen to see anyone suspicious, be sure to alert the nearest entry. Could the streets really be that safe in a city this wealthy? Wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure your father would be happy to know you thought of him. On Isand, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, you are only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny the significance of their results. Alright, hey merchant. Welcome. How can I be of service today? At the Provisioner, you can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possession. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them, so remember to equip them to the ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished on the unit detail screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. Woo! Okay. Recovery, fire, ice, thunder, and windstone. Oil jug renders the selected square flammable. Okay, I already have them. Oh no, wait. He has them. No. Yeah, let's buy one. Material required to learn rank 1 weapon abilities. Okay, I will buy one on each. I don't really need the stones. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, let's see. I await your next visit. Let's see what we can equip. Sir. Oh. Inventory. Ice Amulet increases ice resistance by 30%. And the HP ring goes to who has the least HP? Nah, I will give it to me. Yeah. Makes me have plus 10 HP. Perfect. It'll be fine. Have you seen the great big wall around this city? That's called Goddess's Shield. It protects us and salt from any who would do us harm. Let's see. The goddess decides what those at the Ministry of Medicine should study, though they do not squander their time pondering it themselves. No information for us? Nothing to read or something? Aw, disappointing. Come on, give me something. Anything? Nope. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. It is thanks to the Hierophant that we want for nothing. Something is suspicious here. Yeah, the Hierophant isn't really doing that much at the moment, and they all are so thankful. Maybe they are forced to be thankful to stay in the town. I don't know, but something feels odd. From the source to the shield and the thriving city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me most impressed. I can only imagine the people feel the same way, judging by the smiles on their faces. Think we are done. We speak to anyone? Think so. Yeah. Spoke to everybody. Now we can continue. I had best regroup with the others.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir thanks to Lady Frederica.
It is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Thank you indeed, Frederica.
It was my pleasure.
Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Simon?
No. Even now, Lord Simon commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I understand. Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger for the young lord's sake as well.
What the hell?
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
I shall investigate.
Okay. What's going on here? A scream resounds from the Ministry of Medicine. House Wolford arrives on the scene shortly after the scene. Oh. Danger ahead. What is happening? Oh, wow.
Anna, what happened?
Some researchers at the ministry ran off with its secrets.
To think my ministry was infiltrated by unbelievers.
Unbelievers?
Heathens who reject the goddess's teachings.
At their head is a researcher named Plinius, who escaped with some of our most valuable findings. You must retrieve these documents for us, Exham.
Consider it done. But they could be anywhere in town by now. I will need all the eyes I can get on the lookout.
I must remain here at the ministry. Their spies may still be among us.
Minister Exham, we would be happy to be of service.
We are in your debt, Lord Serenoa.
The men we pursue are researchers, proficient in the arcane arts. The insight of one versed in their ways would be invaluable to us.
Take Corentin with you. He is one of my most talented researchers. Corentin, you are to go with House Wolfort and help them retrieve our research from Plinius.
As you wish, Minister.
All right, my friends. The pursuit begins.
I love this danger music. It sounds so epic. The music itself is incredible nice. I love it. All right. Unit placement. deployed units and reserve units. There is a limit to the number of units you may deploy in battle. Units over this threshold go into your reserves and will not participate in battle. Use the X button to access the screen where you can change deployed and reserve units. Units that may prove especially helpful in battle are marked recommended. Okay, like this. I understand. There is no penalty if you do not deploy the recommended units. Okay. Unit details. The unit details screen shows you a unit's stats and abilities. You can also press the X button to equip accessories. What does the blue fort crossing mean instead of the white ones? Does the blue one mean I'm the leader and the white ones are who are fighting with me? And the ones without are not fighting? Is it that what I see here? Deployed units 6 out of 7. Duet or Eridor? Yeah, let's...
At your service.
Ah, okay, now I understand.
I won't let you down.
And now I can't. Fire is very nice. Yeah, I think it's fine like this. Okay. Let's begin the battle. Awesome. Apprehending the rebels. Let the battle begin.
Linnaeus, give yourself up. There is no escape for heathens like yourself.
If you enjoyed the stream so far, I would appreciate if you leave a like. It would really support my channel and the stream itself. Now let's go fight these bandits. Or these
even attempting
traitors.
to steal our nation's secrets is a grave crime. One I know you have not forgotten.
This research is my life's work. I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. What is so wrong with treating it as my own?
Plinius, such an untainted passion for knowledge cannot hope to survive here.
I had heard that Hyzant was a land without strife. It would seem that was too good to be true.
We mustn't allow Plinius and his lackeys to get away! After them!
Simulation mode. You can enter simulation mode by pressing the A button on a unit other than yourself. This allows you to test the consequences for various actions on the selected unit. Without actually performing them.
Time to work.
Ah, okay. So like this I can see the damage it would possibly do if I attack him now. 100% chance to hit, and 15 damage. Understand.
I won't lose!
You leave me with no recourse.
This battle is ours.
Hmm? Really? Nice.
I needed that.
Forward!
Ouch! Terrain effects frozen. Casting an ice attack on a freezable square will freeze it. Though there are exceptions to this rule. Squares that are frozen reduce the mobility and accuracy of any unit standing upon them. Frozen tiles can be melted by fire attacks, though there are exceptions.
I see a path to victory.
So even the ground can change by the attacks. And that's also something very nice about this game. You can decide how the fight goes.
I have your back.
Our victory is assured.
No! You kidding me? I didn't want
Shall
this.
we begin?
Be at ease. Thank you.
Shall we begin?
I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call. Oh no!
Hmm? Oh shit!
So, it falls to me.
Deals ice type magic damage to all foes. Okay, let's do this.
That didn't work. Out of my way! This research is mine. None shall have it.
My turn.
How about... No, it doesn't make very much sense. Yeah.
This will prove useful.
And I learned throw poison. Deals physical damage to a single enemy and have a chance to poison them for 3 turns. Sure, why not?
This'll hurt.
And it worked. Perfect.
My turn.
You don't stand a chance!
You leave me with no recourse.
Freeze!
I've wasted time!
Defeat is not an option.
The hunt is on. I will fight to my last breath.
Ouch!
Shall we begin?
Let us pry out their weakness. It is time to strike.
I'll take it from here.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, shoot!
Shall we begin? Be at ease. I appreciate it.
I fight for peace. With the powers in me. Oh no! We will make our ideals
Awesome! Terrain effects. Puddle. Puddles will form when it rains, a fire attack is cast on snow or frozen squares. An ice attack is cast on squares set ablaze, with exceptions. The effects of lightning attacks will travel through puddles, damaging all units standing upon them.
Time for some research.
That's so awesome. Now it's water instead of ice, and the electricity is very effective. So it's very logical, and that's... Wow.
Come on!
Time to work.
Ah.
This is the end.
Oh yeah.
I won't lose. Brace yourself. Forward. Wait your turn.
Bam. Ability learned.
New strength.
Terranova learned Pursuit Stance.
You leave me with no recourse. Take this!
Shall we begin?
Here I come.
Okay. Why can't I attack? Doesn't matter. Come on. It's down.
I shall try my level best.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
My thanks.
Knowledge is strength.
Sheila learned for those in need.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Nothing, because you don't have any points.
Now then, to work.
I can't reach them. Damn. Wait. What about Yeah, I can't reach them, sadly. And what about an oil jug? Aha. Yeah, I understand.
Time to work.
Sorry for these weird sounds, but I understood. Now we can use fire on it, and it sets a flame. I understand.
Forward. Shall we begin?
The hunt is on.
Give up, Plinius. You have no chance.
Have to survive.
Admit it.
I shall try my level best.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Are you kidding me?
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
This will be of great use.
So, it falls to me.
I do not miss.
Bam!
I will end this.
I won't lose.
Take this.
My lance strikes true. From where shall we strike? Leave it to me!
Realize the gulf between
This
our
battle is
skills.
ours.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Time to work.
I want to have a level up for
Shall we begin?
Roland, so yeah.
I won't give up! Take this!
No!
Ouch!
Where was I? For victory!
And now you die. Good night, Plinius.
My goddess! I am not your pawn, I am merely...
Onward and upward!
Roland learned Rush. Victory! Oh yeah! The conviction have been strengthened. Awesome. So what kudos did we obtain? Utilize the high ground, exploit a unit's weakness, perform a backstab, and perform a follow-up attack. Awesome. Next up.
What did you hope to do with our secrets? Sell them for riches?
No. We wished only for freedom in our research. Knowing we would be granted no such liberty here, we were left with no choice.
I see. You rebel against her teachings, as I suspected. Take them away. You have our gratitude, Lord Serenoa. We could not have apprehended the heretics without you.
What will happen to them now?
They will be punished for their wrongdoings, of course. Defying the goddess's teachings is the most grave crime one can commit in Hyzant.
I see now. Equality here stems from their thorough elimination of heretics.
You did well, Corentin. For your efforts, you deserve a reward.
If you insist, I do have a request. I would like permission to embark on a journey. I wish to learn more about the medicines of other lands.
Greater knowledge of medicine would prove useful in our studies of life. I will consider it.
We will take our leave here.
Master Corentin, thank you for your help today.
There's something I would speak with you about. Do you have a moment? This place is too conspicuous. Let us talk elsewhere.
Okay.
You wish to leave Hyzant?
Yes. I wish to study magic, not medicine.
But just before, you spoke of wanting to observe medical treatment in other nations.
Merely a pretense to gain permission to leave. We cannot research freely in Hyzant. We are simply tasked with fulfilling our designated roles. Furthermore, no matter how revolutionary our discoveries may be, the world at large will never know them.
You mean to say you tire of Hyzant's secrecy?
You're not much different than those so-called heretics, then. Could it be you feel some connection with them?
To tell the truth, I was well aware of Plinius' plan. But I was a coward, one who could neither stop nor join them. And because of it, I ended up capturing those with whom I sympathized. I wish never to feel this way again.
And thus you mean to leave the Holy State entirely?
Yes, I have no intention of returning to the Ministry. Which is why I must ask if you would allow me to journey with you, as a member of House Wolfort.
My lord, while he may be a unique character, He undoubtedly possesses a great understanding of the arcane.
There is one thing I must know. Would you be troubled traveling alongside my betrothed, knowing her heritage?
Not at all. I'm abandoning Hyzant, and the goddess's teachings with it. On the contrary, Lady Frederica's magic fascinates me. I would love to learn more about it.
But of course.
Very well then. Welcome to our ranks, Corentin. Pursue your studies to your heart's content. I only ask that you put them to use on House Wolfort's behalf.
Of course. You have my thanks, Lord Serenoa.
Corentin joined your forces! Epic! And his substitutes in battle are freezing squares, hindering enemy movement, and creating ice obstructions with his own ice magic. Awesome. Central Hyzant. Their duty fulfilled, Serenoa and House Wolfort bid farewell to the holy state of Hyzant.
It's time we head home. You aren't forgetting anything, are you, my lord?
Eridor, I told you, I'm not a child anymore.
I'm sorry, my lord. Whenever I see your face, I can't help but think of the lad I once knew.
Can you not lower your voice? You'll disturb the whole city at this rate.
House Wolfort certainly is lively.
Indeed. I've never seen such a big, happy family.
I'm glad they allowed you to travel with us.
As am I. I intend to revolutionize the world with my research.
Very well and good, but we also have a wedding to prepare for. Busy times lie ahead, Frederica.
Yes.
Let us make it a grand wedding. Huette, prepare an extravagant gift worthy of my best friend.
Yes, Your Highness.
It seems I'm just in time. I came to thank you and see you off on behalf of the Holy One.
We are the ones who should thank you. Glenbrook and House Wolfort shall not forget your kindness.
I'm happy to have seen Hyzant with my own eyes. Till we meet again.
Prince Roland, Lord Serenoa, the future of Norzelia is in the hands of the young, those like ourselves. I much look forward to our next meeting.
We have heard much about how all in Hyzant are blessed by the goddess's teachings. And yet, they told us almost nothing of the Roselle. What sort of lives do they live here? What sort of life did Mother lead?
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Forgive me. I was merely lost in thought.
Thoughts of the Roselle, I presume.
Yes. I wondered what effect it might have on your relations with Hyzant, now that we are to wed.
Right now, our three nations work together, but none can say what the future holds. Whatever may occur, know that you will not have to bear it alone. It will be a burden for all of House Wolfort to bear, together.
Thank you, Serenoa.
A Land of Sand and Sun completed. And the demo completed as well. From now on, we have to wait until next Friday when the game releases. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed the demo. More battles that will challenge your convictions await in the full version. I hope you... Attention! To transfer your save data to the full game, we recommend you to load your autosave data and save it in a location of your choice. I hope you enjoyed this 2-stream demo playthrough, and on coming Friday we will start with the main game, and I'm very interested to see more. This game is satisfying me every moment I'm playing it. I love the graphic, I love the gameplay, I love everything. The voice actors are awesome. Wow, incredible game. I can't wait to see more. It's just 5 days or 6 days. Until then, and goodbye everybody.